Okay, no talking, please.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our miracle class, which is we're going to talk about the leadership and the teamwork, how we work together. And we are two group members in our group. I'm Yin Xuan.
I'm Wen Chong.
Before we start our class, we would like to create some activity, which is quick, and it's gonna help you understand what we're gonna talk about, what we're gonna teach about, and we will collect these papers after our presentation.
You guys are not sure about the answer now, but I believe after our lesson, you guys will know that. So in our lessons, we'll have 4 parts in our lessons, which will be the importance of motivation, method for positively influencing employees and tourism, internal factor and external factor on company leadership, and how to build a successful team.
Okay, first is my part, importance of motivation. Actually, motivation, during our sessions, our tutor has been talking about how motivation is important. And indeed, motivation is really important to our daily life. Because motivation is something can drive you to do something, can make you feel energy. You get energy to do everything. And without motivation, you will feel I'm tired. It's lack of energy. You will feel I don't want to do this thing. And I think that for organization, motivation is also very important for organization. And there are 3 reasons I'm going to explain why motivation is really important for organization. The first is if an organization without motivation, and it's going to happen such things as employee turnover. Employee turnover, which means the employee they leave the company. Why they leave? Because they are feeling less motivated. Because the leader, they are now motivated them. They feel they don't have reason. They don't want to work for this company. And if the staff leaves the company, and which means is you need to recruit some new staff, and which means you can waste a lot of time and money on their training and on their educated to teach the new staff and what they're going to do if the old staff they are leaving. And secondly, is they improve the productivity. I believe mostly the company, the leaders, they are care about the profit, and the profit is depending on the productivity, and which means the productivity is actually dependent on the employees. The employees, if it's gonna work hard or not. If they are not well work hard, and the productivity is getting decreasing, and which means eventually they're gonna affect the whole company profit. And the third one is just motivation can change the negative attitudes for employees. And if the company have too many staff, they feel negative for their work. And eventually, imagine if one person in your organization, they in the work office, they keep saying, I don't want to do this. I hate my job. Eventually, it's going to affect the whole office. And even just only one person, he's saying this, he's saying it loudly. And the other staff may think, oh, this guy feels I don't want to work at here. And maybe because it's kind of an emotional question. Because the emotional is very easy to be influenced by the others. So if someone says something negative, and eventually they can affect the whole organization. And actually, this is an example. And I apply those 3 reasons in this example. And during this class, we've been in basic area assessment is relying on NetApp business. And so this example is also for NetApp business. So imagine it. NetApp tourism company has that River Adventure. And that River Adventure have a JetBall program. And the JetBall program, so if the program manager doesn't care about how to motivate their staff, and eventually they're going to be like this. If the old jet driver, they feels like less motivated, so they quit. And you need hire the new jet driver. And we know not everyone can drive a jet boat without training and educated. And which just means you're going to spend a lot of money, a lot of training time, a lot of resource on the same thing that you have been doing once. And if someone leaving, then the rest of staff will think, oh, they're leaving, and why they're leaving? Because the leader doesn't care their feeling, and they will think, oh, why should I do this? Why should I work hard every day? It's nonsense. If my work doesn't have any recognition, then there's no reason to do this. And eventually, if your organization with the whole of employees have a negative attitude of the work, and you're gonna create less profit, and if you're not gonna change this, eventually it's finished. Your program is finished because you have less profit. You need eventually every business they need profit. They need profit to keep this organization running. And if people are less motivated, they start working, they create low productivity, and eventually they'll cause the company gonna end. And also there are some myths of positively influencing employee and NetApp tourism. Of course, that one was a sad example. So how do we change that? And there is 3 ways how to motivate the people. First, you need to create a positive working environment. The working environment is very important to person because our person got emotions, and if we are in a happy environment, we'll feel do everything with energy. And if the whole work environment is negative, then you will feel I'm tired, I'm lazy, because the rest of my colleagues, they are not doing things, so what should I do? And the second part is probably we're gonna share some profit to improve the performance, because most of business, why their business is thin? Because they want to make money. And if one person they work really hard, but eventually they get nothing, they get no salary, they still get same. Even he's doing the great job more than the others. And they will feel I'm less motivated because no matter how hard I do, I got nothing. So why should I do? I don't have to do this. So the way to solve them is probably just maybe it can give the employee a certain percentage of benefit. If you're doing the great job, you will get your reward. And because actually money is probably the most simple thing can motivate the people. Actually, this part is statistic employee input. And this part is basically you need to learn to listen as a good leader. Because actually, we're still going to take the example as the jet driver. If the leader, they don't listen the driver's opinion. For example, if there is bad weather, the water condition is not very good, but leader, they're forcing the driver to still operation this program. That may cause some dangerous because the leader doesn't listen to the employee. Because probably for sometimes the staff, they maybe know this work more deeply than leader because they are actually doing this thing. And some leader, they just sit in office like a commander and say, you do that, do that, do that. And you won't listen. And eventually, if the staff, they will feel less belonging because leader doesn't care me. They don't care. Even what I say, against some good opinion, they say whatever, it's fine, but no. Eventually, also got a negative attitude, which is going to destroy the whole thing, destroy the whole company. The company is actually just like a machine. If one single part, start running, then maybe gonna cause everything wrong.
Okay. So insurance teaching is very detailed, yeah, and very interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's also the example for us as a leader. He always told me, running. Okay, for my part, I will talk about the internal factor and external factor on company leadership. So for internal factor, the first part will be organizational culture. The culture of an organization is a combination of its founders, past and current leaders, history and crisis. So as a member of an organization, you have to know about the culture, in my opinion, because you have to know who you are working for. As a company, when a boss makes a decision, it will always depend on the culture of the company. So it is very important that as an employee, you need to know about your company and get on well with the culture. And the second factor is the growth factor. All members in an organization need to have a goal. And if some of them didn't have a goal, they will think, why should I be here? Why should I work here? That's not cool at all. Yeah. And also the goals need to be positive and consistent. If some of member have different goals with others, and maybe their goals just have a centimeter gap, but the destination will be miles away, which differ a lot. For the external factor, the first factor is economic and political factors. Teams must educate themselves on their suppliers, customers, and competitors to determine the economic and current political factors that affect the marketplace. This is very important because no one can do anything without money. Money is very important. Without resource, organizations can't run competitive. And the second factor, in my opinion, is technology. Nowadays, technology is improving and improving. With technology, people can work more effective and more convenient. And as we all know, some of the jobs you can already use machine to complete. So technology can dramatically change the business environment. Every members of the team should help the company adapt to technology. For example, in a company, all of the employees will use Bluetooth or FaceTime to communicate with others, which you don't need to be face-to-face, which is faster and more convenient.
Come the fourth part.
The first part will be how to build a successful team. I will explain the 4 steps to build a successful team and bring you guys an example. So the 4 steps will be, the first part will be focus on rules. I think rules is very important just like in some leader of the group that leads us to complete the assessment and learn more knowledge. So I think in an organization, a through selection process for picking your team members is very important. And also it will has a greater long-term benefits. Because if you don't choose the similar members as you, then you guys will have different goals, will have different decisions, which is difficult for you guys to make it teamwork. And the second step is value issue. With each team member bringing something special to the table, treating each group as an essential part of your operation is also crucial. Each team member should feel like their job matters. Just like when you think you are useless, or some others told you are useless, you will bring some negative attitude to the group. And also you will feel like you don't want to do anything, which is very bad for the team. And the third step is communicate. And I think communication is one of the most important factor in organization. The best way to demonstrate value between team members is communication. And also it's very difficult to feel like you're part of a team when everybody has information that hasn't been shared with you yet. And the last part is set goals. Every organization needs to have a goals, because the goals is the results that finally your group will have. So the goal setting is very important. So you need to have short-term and long-term goals with your team, and also it will become the foundation for every task that they set out to complete each day. And this is my example for successful teamwork. Dutch River Adventure, as we all know, is a very famous business in New Zealand, and it's also belongs to the Ngāi Tahu Tourism Company. And in Dutch River Adventure, every employer knows what they need to do. They have the same goal, which is they have to create. They need Dutch River Adventure to be one of the famous famous nature sightseeing in the world. So all employees have the same goal. They treat others as families. Positive attitude, consistent goal, solidarity, all of these make the Dutch River Adventures successful. Okay, so that's all. That's all about our micro lessons, and we bring you guys videos about the motivation. using function.
And next
I think
part,
that I always have trouble managing.
I know you guys are gonna receive our this quiz, and I'm gonna explain the quiz, and I believe you guys have the answers. There is no one single correct answer in this thing. About the first question what is the key step in teamwork? And I think that's quite simple one, because ABC is most important. Leadership, responsibility, and work ethic in an organization. And the question two, what does teamwork mean? And actually, the correct answer should be A and C, because teamwork is you gotta work well with the others, and at the same time you can't work well with the other person without communication. And of course, teamwork is useful. And fourth question is, what things can motivate you most? Money, reward, positive work environment, relationship with leaders, recognition from other people. Actually, this one is depending on your own opinion. There's no one single correct answers. And actually, during this presentation, I would like to say thank you. This is the kind of teamwork, because without teamwork, we will not be able to do this.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
The process of teaching you guys, actually, we are going to learn something from it, which is teamwork is important. I can't do this with myself, but I can do this with my partner. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please back to you.
Any questions?
Yeah.
Any questions?
So the yeah. So do we need to answer the question or just ask?
Asking the people if they have any questions.
Sure. This is what I want to do. So do you guys any? So what did you learn from our teaching? Maybe just a little, but it's okay. How about you, Cesar?
What's the importance for the internal factors?
I'm asking, what did you learn?
But I have a question for you.
Please ask.
Okay, so
I'm ready for it.
yeah.
I'm ready
You're
for
always
you. I'll
ready.
be served anytime.
So what's the question again? Sorry.
What's the importance for the internal factors?
Internal factor, actually this is a good question. Internal factor, especially we are going to talk about teamwork in organization. If you're going to teamwork in organization, mostly internal factor maybe is important than external factor. Because internal factor is actually happening in your organization. You can't ignore it. First, you want to help each other. You help the other person first, you need to take care of yourself. Internal factor, you need to think a company as a human. Internal factor is yourself. External factor is from the other. First, you need to deal with you problem, you question. And after that, we solve others. Any questions?
Not only you guys learn something, I learned something from this teaching too. Teamwork is everywhere in our daily life. So without teamwork, I don't think anyone can do anything. For example, for this teaching, I got so many help from our leader, very positive leader and a effective leader. And he's also